know, sometimes as a coach, you try to find something to try to find it, you know, that sounds good. I really can't find it right now. I mean, it's one of those ones, man, where, in my opinion, I didn't see that. Guys, we got to find a way to move football, man. That's the bottom line. And, you know, throw the ball, we struggle with that. We struggle to run the ball. I mean, like, guys, somebody's got to man up, man. We do. Okay. So with that said, we're gonna get back after you next week. I guess the one good thing is this. Okay, we were in the game through the fourth quarter. Okay, and had a chance. You know what I mean? We had a chance. You know, we had a big penalty there, trying to drive the ball. Had a good run, holding. We line up off sides. We get a stop just like we wanted to start the second half. Got a 3 and out, and maybe we got a first, and then we got to stop. And then we got down here, we're driving, and we line up off sides, 2 out of 3 plays in a row. So instead of being 2nd and 3 or whatever it was, we're sitting at 2nd and 10. And then we get 5 yards, and then we get back again because of another. Those are the basic stuff, guys. We have got, I mean, the little things, man. I know for a fact we've said it 1,000 times. The little things take care of the big things. And we've got to do that, man. All right? We've got to do that. That's what it is. All right, so here's the thing. Monday, all right, East Rock, we're going to get the film ready. All right, we're going to game plan. We're going to get better. We have no choice. We're all in this thing together. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to quit on you by ourselves. We're going to have you ready to play again. We're going to have a good game plan. All right, you're going to play. All right, and we're going to find a way to play good football. We are. We are. I don't think you guys quite yet believe it yet. And when you do believe it, all right, you're going to be all right. But, man, snaps were kind of bad. This is one, man, that I can't wrap my head around this quite yet. So I'm not going to sit here and talk all night and just talk. I'm not doing that. Anybody got anything to add? All right, hey, listen. Get in your tight.
I don't know about y'all. This is not how we're going to do this. Let's get our shit together, come out next week, let's get a win, man. I've known y'all for most of my life. We are not this football team. We have to be way better than this. So let's show we can compete and play some Clarke County football, all right? Eagles on 3.
1, 2, 3, Eagles!
This is Moe Murphy with Clarke County Sports. We're here with Aramos Smith after the Eagles fall to Catoctin tonight. Tough battle out there tonight, Airamis. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
I mean, we went into it, we definitely had the right mindset. You know, we had a really good week of practice, and then I guess I really think our defense did what they were supposed to do most of the time, but our offense, like, we just had some bad plays, some bad snaps. I mean, everything just kind of looked sloppy, but, I mean, still, you could have a good week of practice and still have a bad game. You just need to have a right mindset.
Now, you guys made a lot of plays coming up on the corner. They seem to head your way a lot tonight. Were you prepared?
I was definitely prepared because this is kind of like my debut. This is my first time starting, so I knew I had to definitely put my all into the game. So, yeah.
You got your name called quite a bit on defense. We travel next week. We're going to East Rock. How you feel about that one?
I think we need to take what happened this game and completely forget about it. Just recover this whole week of practice and just get better as a team and all. I mean, we're all so young. Like, we're gonna have bad games. We just need to keep a good mindset.
All right. Well, you heard that from Aramos Smith as he helped anchor this defense tonight for the Eagles. We'll be heading to East Rock next week for Clarke County Sports. It's Moe Murphy. Thanks a lot. We're here with Uriah Walker after the loss to Catoctin. Tough game out there tonight, Uriah. It was a close, tough game in the middle most of the night. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
Yeah, we played really good on defense. It was really hard on offense to move the ball, but that's what we're working to get better on. Week by week, we just got to build on it because, you know, it's not about how we play this week. It's about how we build on it because we're so young this year.
And they got a score right before the half that made it 13-0. What was the talk about in the locker room at halftime?
how we could change around the offense, try to score a little bit, and just keep up the intensity on defense, trying to keep them away from the end zone, making good plays. That's it.
And we have a tough one next week as we travel down to East Rock. How you feel about that one?
I feel good. I feel like we just need to build on this week because it was a tough loss, but it's just all about getting better at the end of the day.
All right, well, you heard that from Uriah Walker as he helped, made a lot of tackles tonight on this Eagles defense. We'll be at East Rock next week for Clarke County Sports. This is Moe Murphy. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. One more question for you, Jack. Let's just start.
We're here with the Eagles head coach, Casey Childs. Casey, another heartbreaker is we dropped one to Catoctin tonight that was close most of the game. They got one there right at the end. What's your thoughts on things?
It's hard to come up with thoughts right now, to be quite honest with you. You know, it's a game I thought we could have won. You know, we tried to throw the ball. I don't think we completed a pass. We just had a struggle to move the football. I mean, you know, typically, you know, we grind it out and move the chains, and we weren't able to do that. We just didn't win the line of scrimmage whatsoever on offense. You know, it's just it's a frustrating one. It's a tough one. And then defensively, I thought we played a lot better on defense than we had the first 2 weeks. Really unfortunate down there. We were down 6-0, and then we got called for intentional grounding, and then we had to punt literally from 9 yards deep in the end zone. And, you know, we made a really good play on third down. I think it was third or fourth down. And in the end zone, we bat the ball. And just the luck that we have right now, we bat the ball, and it goes right to another receiver for a touchdown. So next thing you know, you're down 13 going into the second half. But it's very, very tough, that's for sure. But, you know, I thought, like I said, you know, then we got the 3 and out that we needed. And it's coming out the second half, and we drove the ball. Got a holding call that really hurt, and then we lined up off sides 2 times in a row. And you know, you can't do that when you're struggling for yards anyway, and then you actually get some momentum. We had the ball, I think, down here like you're running the 30-yard line or whatever, and then those two back to back, and 2 out of 3 plays I think what it was when we lined up off sides.
Yeah.
You can't do it, you know.
Yeah, because there were very few penalties in the first half, but it seemed like in that third period it kind of.
Yeah, it was, and then you know I thought. Well, we intercepted the pass down there, and just they didn't see it. They were watching the illegal 4 pass, and so that kind of I mean that's obviously not that didn't difference in the game, but you know it's just it just had one of those feels to it that it was a snake bitten night, and but you know the positives are you know the kids they were in it. You know, and like I said, they were in it with a chance to get back in the game with about 6 to 7 minutes ago, and that's when those the penalties happened, and we just couldn't punch one in. I felt the whole game that if we put one in, it put the pressure on them and we could get some momentum, but we just could not, under any circumstance, move the football with any kind of consistency, and that's not our style of play. And and like I said, we tried to throw the ball, we just couldn't, and so it's a frustrating loss, man. But like I told the kids, we're in this thing together, and no one's going to give up on anybody, and that's the last thing that we're going to do as coaches. And the kids cannot give up on themselves or each other, and and they're resilient, man. They're kids. They're going to be ready to go again next week, and we got to get better. There's no question about that.
And it won't get any easier next week, as we know East Rock always gives us a game.
Yeah, no, they're good. I saw a little bit of them already, so they're really good. And they were up pretty big at halftime tonight too. So, yeah, we're going to have our hands full, but we're going to have that. I mean, when you're as young as we are and inexperienced as we are, there every week, if we don't play our A game, and I'm talking A game, we're going to struggle when you have as much youth as we have. So, like I told the kids, and we got a little tight there in the huddle, we got to grow up quick. And it's a tough thing for kids when they're not used to it, and but we have to do it. That's just the nature of the beast right now for this year. So that's where we are right now. We're gonna keep competing. I can tell you that. There's not gonna be any quit in us. We're gonna keep getting after it, and we're gonna line up, and we're gonna play football. And the sincere hope is we get better with each and every week. We're gonna get somebody. That's the goal. We're gonna try to get somebody, and but we'll be back at it again next week.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach, Casey Childs, as they dropped to 0-3 tonight with the 20-0 loss to Catoctin. We'll be on the road next week at East Rock. For Doug Ailstock, this is Moe Murphy for Clarke County Sports.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys.
This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Your final score tonight, the Catoctin Cougars 20, Clarke County Eagles 0. This was a battle in the trenches all night. Neither team could really get a pass game established. Clarke falls to 0-3 with the loss, and they will head to East Rockingham next Friday to face the Eagles, and we'll be there to cover it. Once again, 20-0 Catoctin from the Felt. This is Moe Murphy reporting for Doug Ailstock and Clarke County Sports for the Game of the Week, sponsored by Photography Concepts.